Hey there, world traveler. Thanks for joining us. Hey, why don't you go grab yourself a snack, some tea, coffee, or a cocktail, whatever you fancy. Hey, you could even say hi in the chat section. We'll be going live soon. Hello again, world traveler. Have you grabbed your snack yet? Coffee, tea, or cocktail? Well, if you're of age, did you grab a cocktail? If so, what'd you get? Also, if you don't mind, let us know in the chat section where in the world you're joining us from. We love to know where everyone's from. We'll be going live soon.
Gordon Ramsay's Hell's Kitchen, Las Vegas 2020. Full experience live. I'm Tanya.
I'm Dave.
And we are Turn It Up World. We're a fun travel couple, hold on, that shares our travel and adventures. And I must say, thank you guys for joining us. This is our live stream again for the umpteenth time this week.
Exactly. And thank you so much for your patience as well.
Absolutely.
Right, we're just kind of wrapping up, getting that video live.
Exactly.
That we just put up.
We just put that up, and we just kind of went through the process. Obviously, everybody's home, so the internets are mega slow everywhere.
It took so long to upload.
It took forever, but we got it up. We're super excited to talk about that as well. If you are joining this live stream. Thank you so much for joining us. If you've been to Gordon's Ramsay's Hell's Kitchen in Las Vegas or any one of his restaurants, chime in on this discussion. We are looking forward to that. And also, if you are new and watching this after the live stream, please be sure to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so that you get notified every time we post a new live video or video just like this one.
Yeah.
And why are we going live today?
Sure. Well, we recently were at Hell's Kitchen, you know, obviously before all this craziness really hit. But had an amazing 5-course meal with wine pairings and want to share it with you.
Absolutely. So without further ado, if you are ready to get this started, I'm ready to rock and roll.
I'm
ready
ready.
to rock?
Yes.
Let's rock
do
it. So first and foremost, thank you everyone for joining. We do appreciate that. If you have not already, it looks like there's quite a few people in here, and there thumbs up. There could be more thumbs up. Give this video a thumbs up. All the thumbs up goes a long way. And if you're not giving us a thumbs up, our writer eyes in the room will let you know. Give it a thumbs up.
Exactly.
Give it a thumbs up.
And thanks so much to Food Cat for kind of joining early and kind of helping the
hold on a
group.
second. So that is right.
Awesome.
Food
Really
Cat,
appreciate it.
first to join again. This girl is like beast mode squad. So Food Cat, this is for you, girlfriend. We're not worthy. We're not worthy. Thank you so much. And before we jump into this, let's say hi to everyone here before we tell you guys what's for supper.
All right.
Dave, you want to kind of take the lead on this one? So say hi to who we got going.
Let's see. Of course, we have Food Cat.
Food Cat,
right. Sandra has joined. Texas in the house.
All right, Sandra.
Right. Love that. Thank you for joining.
Love that. Texas Longhorns.
Right. And Becky as well, joining from San
Becky,
Diego.
Thank you for joining us once again. Good to see you, girlfriend. Thank you.
And of course, we got Hidden Jackpots.
Oh my gosh! Wait a second.
You.
It must be the 777. I'm bringing in the jackpot.
Oh yeah.
Hidden Jackpot is in for 3 nights. Whoa, cha-ching!
Yes.
Welcome, Hidden Jackpot. Good to see you. Thank you.
Yeah. Let's see.
Yvonne.
Yvonne.
Hello, Yvonne. Good
El Paso.
to see you. El Paso.
We got quite the Texas representation.
I
so
love that. El Paso in the house in Texas. Love that for sure.
That goes right into what's for dinner.
That goes into what's for dinner. And unfortunately, this is not Gordon Ramsay on these plates.
No, we're talking HEB, baby. This is pure HEB. You kind of pick it up, you know, nice little dinner meal.
Yes.
You know, microwave it for about a minute, 45 to 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Exactly.
2 minutes. But you
get
the full enchilada.
Voila.
So what is for supper tonight, you might ask, and I'm sure you are wondering what's on these tasty plates. We got turkey in the house. We got some nice roasted turkey in the house. We got some delicious mashed potatoes rolling right beside that. Then, of course, you got the green beans, because y'all got to always have the greens on those plates, because the greens, that's what I'm talking about. Those are the enriched vitamins you might be missing if you don't have
exactly.
plates. You might need it.
Exactly.
For sure. And of course, vino. So cheers, everyone.
This will last about 10 minutes.
No. You know it. You guys taking bets if you can last the hour?
We'll see. No, this will definitely not last.
Taking bets. We're taking bets.
Yes. Oh, David has joined from Atlanta. Hello, David. Thanks for joining.
Dave, welcome back, bro. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for joining us for dinner. Hope you guys are hungry, because we are. We're starving. We waited for this moment. It took us forever. We're kind of late. Sorry to the party, but hey, welcome, welcome.
Yeah, absolutely.
So let us jump into this. So we actually put up a new video, and we hope you guys after this will share that video. Go ahead and like it and watch it all the way through. We had one of the most incredible times and the most outstanding experiences recently at Gordon Ramsay's Hell's Kitchen in Las Vegas, which is right by, obviously Caesar's Palace.
We also had amazing seats too. We're right, just right on the window, looking out on the strip. Actually, up the strip.
Yes,
which is probably the best seats.
You couldn't get any better seats than that.
Yeah,
you could not get better seats than that.
You can see the fountains.
Exactly.
Really cool.
It really was almost like paranormal. I was going to say paranormal.
Yeah, it was really
panoramic.
strange.
It was panoramic views.
Yes.
But it was really, really pretty. Now, this was actually during the weekend, right before the shutdown. So, of course, we're being very mindful. We asked to sit away from folks. Obviously, they knew we were vloggers. So they set us in a position where they knew we could capture the best experience without being so nervous. And
we were definitely like scrubbing everything and kind of being super careful.
Totally,
during our trip.
Totally during the entire trip, including the restaurant. Now, It looked like they did some sort of space seating with some of the seats on the outskirts. It looked like the seats were kind of separate, but still not separate enough. You can only do but so much in a confined space.
Right, exactly.
But it was definitely quite the experience. I'm so happy we did it, for sure. And we'll probably give you enough, but not enough, because we want to excite you guys to go watch that video. We'll put a link in that.
That's enough.
Tommy.
Back to HEB.
Back to HEB. Turkey and green beans.
Exactly. Actually, one thing about HEB, though, I want to hand it to them. They are doing an amazing job, all the workers there. I mean, there's lines, out the stores now with everything. And actually, they gave the workers apparently a pay raise. Now, they say it's temporary. It should be permanent, but at least it did give them a pay raise during this time. So.
Absolutely. And you guys, if some of you have already seen the video, thank you so much. We do appreciate that. But Dave and I, even we had, and someone just mentioned this, it was like elbow bumps.
Yes.
805 Food
That's true,
said,
we gotta do that.
elbow bumped instead of fist bumps. Yes. And let me show you our new shake. This is kind of during the time, the Rona shake, right? So it's like, boom, 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 boom.
It's really cool, right? Thanks. It's really cool.
Took us forever to synchronize that, by the way.
Oh,
So definitely give this video a thumbs up for sure. If you know what, just out of love for the craziness that we exude. So
I'm excited to share our Friday evening with you.
Yes.
I'm glad you've joined us for that.
Yes.
Thanks, guys.
And thank you guys. Absolutely. Thank you so much for joining us. So Yvonne says, didn't know dinner was 5-course. It looked amazing. Great video. Yvonne, thank you so much for watching that, for sure. Yeah, it was 5-course. We're gonna kind of give you a little bit of meat and potatoes, but thank you so much for watching that video. For sure, hope you gave it a thumbs up and you threw a couple comments and you shared that video. Let people know, because we broke it down. We broke down basically what was Gordon's, I guess you would say, top choices, top picks. That was his top picks, basically, for that menu. And we wanted to go all out. Now, you guys obviously know we love to eat, and obviously we love to review what we're eating. And boy, we put it on it.
Yeah, it was amazing. It's a 5-course fixed menu. Very cool. Right, and the wine was amazing as well. So really, actually, Yvonne did comment already, I must say.
Hey!
So thank you so much. Really appreciate that.
Yvonne, hold on.
Yeah, there we go.
This is for you, girl. Yvonne.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Thank you. We do appreciate that, for sure. That was so funny. Like, speaking of which, we really wanted to kind of hammer this out and get it done. And I felt like the internet, actually Netflix was told to lower their latency on videos because there's so many people home now. It's probably slowing up the streaming process, which I'm finding that to be the case with a lot of things. So we were trying to coordinate this live stream with after the load of the new video, just so we can kind of enrich that. Obviously, I mean, we're vloggers, want to kind of encourage all the love that we can put on some of these videos.
Yes.
So it was definitely quite the experience, but we got it loaded. It was so much fun, and thank you for joining us, as we're going to talk some about that tonight.
Yes,
now,
absolutely.
I guess kicking this off. Now, it was a 5-course. Pretty darn expensive. It was crazy expensive. It was kind of a last-minute decision for us, by the way, and we just felt like, to capture the best experience for our first time there, we wanted to really kind of capture the best on the menu and really kind of put that to the test. And we sucked it up. It was a lot. It was a lot.
Yeah.
Go check out the video. I don't even want to talk about it because that was it was a lot. I'm not going to talk about it now, but sometimes you get what you pay for. In this case, it was worth it.
Oh yeah, definitely wasn't cheap, but it was amazing.
Yeah,
what a great experience.
It was
very
good.
Really liked it. So really good.
Not as good as these mashed potatoes, let me tell you.
Right, a little turkey dinner.
2 minutes in the microwave goes a long way.
A little home cooked turkey
long
dinner.
Way.
Oh
long
yeah.
Way.
Where's the sauce here? Let's find some sauce.
So even 805 Fukat says she was trying to watch some live streams. And other live streams, and so I'm assuming that's
everybody's live streaming probably too.
Yeah, I mean it's also a great way, for us too, since we're always putting things out and always have fun times, to bring that to this. And I kind of say this every day that we're on here. We're so grateful that you guys take your time out of your schedules to join us, for sure. But we're crazy fun, and we think that we can bring some of that crazy fun to you guys.
Right.
And you can join the crazy fun party. You can join that crazy fun party. Isn't that right? Isn't that right? Isn't that right?
Oh,
right.
boogers.
That's
boogers.
Right. Oh, boogers. That's
Boogers.
right.
I like that.
So we were so excited to kind of kick things off here. And of course, everything is, it was a 5-course, but it was also paired with Gordon's Select Wines that really kind of made the experience climactic, I guess you would say.
Yes, that's how I thought of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, exactly.
It really takes it to like another level. And I'm such a huge fan of like wine pairings and things like that because it always changes the palate. Like you sip the wine first, you have whatever's paired with that, then you taste the wine again, and it changes the dynamic of that wine. And we opened up some new palates.
Was kind of like teaching me as we went through. I was like, "Where's the beer? What's this kind of nice fancy wine here?" You know, no, it was great.
I was like,
really
"No Corona for you.
Yeah.
No Corona, okay?
Yeah,
No Corona."
no, I agree with that.
So it was definitely quite the experience, and we were so excited to dive in. The one thing I will say we really enjoyed the most was, we were able to take our time and really kind of enjoy each part of that experience, each dish of that 5-course, prefix dinner. It was wonderful.
Yeah, the wait staff, was really good. Great service, really top notch. So
Yes.
thumbs up there.
Yes, and let's take you guys into this experience. So we had an appointment. We took the appointment.
Exactly. A reservation. Reservation, as
It's
some
Friday,
say.
y'all. Forgive me. It's Friday.
Right.
But we had a reservation, and let me tell you, they are so on point with that reservation. If you have a 3:45 reservation, you better be there at 3:40 because sure enough, they are calling you at 3:45 to be seated because there's a lot of people waiting. I mean, even during this time, the weekend before the Vegas shutdown, it was packed.
Fully booked.
It was fully booked.
Right, we had a 4:30, I think.
Yes.
Right?
Well, we had a 3:45 initially.
Right. Then we moved it to 4:30.
Moved it to 4:30. We got in there a little bit earlier. Unfortunately, they saw the gear and they were like, "Oh, we know who you are. We know you guys. We got the perfect table for you. Come on in.
Yeah, they gave us
Come
a
on
great
in."
spot.
So, right on cue, you kind of walk through. I love the fact that they have the kitchen pretty much exposed to everyone, so you can see all those hardworking sous chefs at work, really kind of prepping things. We kind of walk back into where we were being seated, and of course, I was getting really excited.
Yes.
And it was really wonderful to be seated there for sure. But to kick things off, it was nice because the first dish, let me show you guys this. So the first
Bring
dish.
back memories for me now.
Yeah. The first dish was this.
Oh,
it was
yes.
oyster and caviar. Pretty much
Oh, my
served
God.
on like this amazing little gold plate. So cute. Hold on, let me pause it right there. So you see they have it just basically, now we didn't use any of the salt or the pepper flakes that you see to really kind of add to that because we wanted to really enjoy this oyster for sure. But it had a nice kind of light, you can see it has like the chives or scallions in there as well. The caviar, which kind of sits on top. It was a dum curry.
I think that's right, and that was amazing too. What a great dish.
Absolutely.
There was just one negative. There was only one.
Yes, that was
Right.
the only
We're
negative.
looking for 12.
I mean, you could see there this nice, juicy, big one that you see right there.
But it's
only
so
one.
good.
But it was nice. It was a darinki. It was a darinki caviar, but it was so delicious, everyone.
Yeah.
I mean, it really kind of put like the wow. It had like a nice meaty taste to it.
It was
We
really
give a
good.
further description on that one, so go check it out. But I'm just telling you, it was delicious.
It was amazing.
It was
And
amazing.
I'm not even an oyster guy.
No!
It was really good.
It's very
So,
true.
gotta hand
I'm
it to
always
him.
nervous when Dave is
Right.
ready to have an oyster because I felt like the last time he had oysters, his tongue swelled up, and we were in Peru.
I know. That may have been the lemon juice.
You always have lemon juice. You never have a swollen tongue.
But hey, I was fine. There was nothing this time. I was
Nothing.
fine. I was going for it.
It was
I
all
was having
good.
that oyster. So
You really did a great job. I mean, I was blown away. I said, this must be heaven in an experience because my husband's actually diving into oysters, something slimy in his mouth. I can't even get him to try sushi. Okay, he won't even try sushi, but he'll try an oyster.
I'll try some
Now-
sushi. I just I may chew it a long time. I need a chaser. Give me like a chaser. You know,
I
then
mean,
I'll have it.
I don't know. You might try it.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't get any more slimier than an oyster. I mean,
No?
they're more slimier than sushi currently.
Now, that was actually really good. So,
It's all in your mind.
That was good.
Baby, it's all in your mind.
well, prepared by Gordon Ramsay, then it's got to be good, right? So,
Well, that's
it's
true.
all in the mind.
He's kind of perfectionist. He's a perfectionist.
Right.
Very much so, for sure. All right, so let me chime in on a couple things here. I see a couple folks chiming in. I have not. You guys are awesome. So, Sandra, let me roll back up a little bit. So, Hidden Jackpot says, I heard that about Netflix. Yes, absolutely. Netflix really lower the latency. That was kind of like a waking moment because
Right.
the world is never really prepared for something like this where everybody is home at the same time.
Oh, it's
you know,
unbelievable.
crashing the Netflix world for sure. I was trying to watch some of the other live streams. We got that one already before. Sandra, you guys are awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Sandra. We appreciate that. You guys are awesome, too, for joining us and being the ride or diers, because it's the true world travelers right there. The world travelers.
We have the core group here tonight.
I love that.
Absolutely.
It's like amazing.
Thank you, guys.
That's what it's all about.
Yep.
That's what I'm talking about. Oh, my God, oysters and caviar. Yes, I know.
Right?
So it really was amazing. It really had like a really nice dynamic. And what they paired it with was phenomenal. Obviously, it was a champagne, which was kind of a nice veuve clicquot. And you...
What was that?
Veuve clicquot.
No, that's good.
Thank you.
You said it right, I must say.
Veuve clicquot. Thank you.
I approve how you...
I love that. I love... It's a really nice, sharp, sweet champagne. And it just really brought out even more of that dynamic in the champagne once I like... try that nice salty, briny oyster that had like a meaty, was definitely like, you know, seaworthy, but super delicious. Have you guys tried oysters before? If you've tried, who likes oysters? Thumbs up. Let me know. Let us know. I would like to know who likes oysters.
Probably most, I assume.
And if you like oysters, what's your favorite? Do you like more on the salty, brinier side? Are you more like into the sweet side? Do you have to like devour that with like extreme horseradish?
Right, exactly.
You know, what is your favorite?
Right, and these were seasonal British Columbia ones, right? So
very good.
Good, yeah.
They were extremely tasty. Extremely tasty.
You
Go
almost,
you talk a little bit, because I want to take a little
yeah,
bite.
you know, it's kind of, reminds me of a little bit, kind of like, you know, oysters are kind of like, oysters and caviar is kind of like potato and turkey. Very similar. Right?
You're right, with a hint of green bean.
Yeah, a hint of green bean.
Hint of green bean.
Tiny bit of sauce in there. Mm-hmm. But,
look, you're almost done with yours.
I got the water. Water going. Got to hydrate. Guys, stay hydrated. Very important.
I think you should move this to the side and just drink your water.
All right, that's a good idea. Working on it.
Because we got some time. We got to do a little toasty toast.
I got a little time. Yeah, I'll be drinking this water. Look at this. You know, can you believe this? Really? Takes my drink and moves it away. What kind of dinner is this?
A very pace-worthy. Talking about pace. We like a pace.
Right? It's funny. So Hidden says, not sure which coast I like, though. And it's true. We kind of like the kind of the New England, you know, Maine oysters you get up there as well. Mm-hmm. And I think when we were in the North End restaurant in Boston, we got some British Columbia ones you didn't like as much.
No, they felt a little too...
Yeah.
Some of the British Columbia oysters can be really briny, and they have like... Yeah. Not only do you taste the ocean, but you bring some of that ocean, you know, with you with the rocks, and just... It has a different sort of texture where it's almost fishier than a real smooth kind of... I don't know how to explain it, but if you like oysters, I'm sure you understand what I'm talking about, where it just has like a nice dynamic to it if it's really good. And I did enjoy the oysters at some of the ones that the bartender recommended.
That was at Neptune Oyster. At Neptune Oyster. North End of Boston.
Yes, that was amazing.
Oh, what a spot.
Absolutely amazing. So we love oysters for sure. Looks too good to eat. I know, Becky. Becky says that probably presentation.
Right.
Let me tell you, half the presentations, and we're going to show you a few more of these tonight as well, from what we had, looked too good to eat. Mm-hmm. But let me tell you, it's never looks too good for me to eat, because as soon as it hit my table, I grabbed a knife.
We were eating those things.
I was diving right into those things. Yeah. And boy, it was so delicious.
That's why we have video. That's why we have cameras.
Yes.
You know, take a camera, take a little video, and then dive into it.
And then dive into it. Now, we're not going to tell them the secrets, but that's like
something like that.
Secret sauce. Something like that.
You
gotta be fast, you know. So have you guys, who has in here tonight has been to Gordon Ramsay's restaurant? Yes. If you have, what are some of your favorite dishes? We had a phenomenal time. As a matter of fact, there's a couple other restaurants. There's another one, he's got like a fish and chips restaurant right down the street from there. He's opened up as well. So that could be another hot place to check out for sure.
We go full Gordon.
Just the Gordon fisherman.
Right. Oh, the Gordon series.
Different. The Gordon series. The F-bomb. Gordon Ramsay. Gordon Ramsay.
Gordon F and Ramsay.
Exactly. Oh, Travis. Good evening, Travis. Travis, hello. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. Trisha, hey. Trisha says, I love oysters anyway. Trisha, good to see you tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. So that was really delicious. But to me, it's almost like you got to think about this. Is how you start says it all. First impression. So it's kind of like our first impression, really kind of diving into this restaurant. And that set it off for me on like a level 10. So I already had like super high expectations that for that type of money that you pay, it's got to be it's got to be really top notch. So I was really excited.
Yeah, it was a great start.
It was a
amazing
really great start. And if you are new here, thank you so much. Hit that thumbs up button. It does go a long way. Helps everyone to see this video. Boom, boom, boom. Give us a thumbs up. Oh my goodness, Yvonne, you are like way ahead of the game. She says she's watched the video. I love that. She's got like in here. She goes, beef Wellington, sticky toffee pudding with speculoos ice cream. But the spring onion, have the pumpkin soup too, but the spring onion soup is one of my favorite soups. Girl, you are on it. You are on it. You are a Vegas delight. So I got to give this to you because you're kind of on it. You know what, Yvonne?
Here we go. One more time. Here we go.
And while I'm on the applause ring, 805 Food Cat, you are amazing, girlfriend. Just want to say thank you so much. You really kind of bring some light to this room, and all of you guys bring some amazing light and insight as well. I really enjoy these conversations so much that my food gets cold every time I talk to you guys. You don't let me eat. I gotta keep talking. I gotta keep talking. He's done with his food. He's done.
I gotta eat this stuff.
He's done. So you know what? For the entire room, this is for y'all.
Thank you.
I actually wish that applause was a little bit longer so I could take a little bite. I'm gonna take a bite anyway, because you know we family now, so you might have to see my mouth off. But just gonna do some talking.
Is that right? What's up next? So we had the starter, which was amazing, right? And then kind of set everything up for the next stage here,
which is deliciousness that is on a salad. And right now, this is it, y'all. It was the golden beet salad. Super, super delicious. It was so amazing. I first and foremost never had a golden beet, but let me pause right there. That is amazing. You have a little bit of the green onion kind of spread throughout. But what was amazing is they had like a Greek yogurt.
Yes, that was really good.
On the bottom.
I think there's some cherry tomatoes in there.
Yes, there's some orange, like cherry tomatoes. And then of course they had the pistachio walnuts.
I love the pistachio walnuts. Were awesome. I love the pistachio walnuts. They're a great dish. Really light, but just incredibly fresh.
Absolutely.
Everything's really nice.
Now soak that up for a second, y'all, because that is heaven on a plate. So delicious.
It is quite pretty.
Yes.
Howdy says that is so pretty, and it was. It looked pretty for a little bit, and then we kind of dove in.
Yes.
Kind of went after it.
We went after it.
Yeah.
It's hard to stare at for too long when you definitely want to dive in. So you absorb it. You get a couple of pictures of it, which is what we did to savor those memories. But then we tore the hell out of that.
Right.
We tore the Hell's Kitchen out of that.
Exactly. And what was the wine that was paired with that? Do you remember that one?
Oh, that's a good question. I believe it was a like a rosé.
Right. Yeah, that's right. It's a rosé.
It was like a Fremont or Freedom, like rosé. It was like a Pinot Noir though, but it was a rose color, like a rosé-ish color. Pinot Noir, very light. Another one of those that if you kind of, and I think what all helped with this was the staging too. Like where we were sitting, you couldn't get any better seating. And I always feel like, to me, ambiance really kind of even adds to the flavor of food. Like if you're sitting in a really great spot in a restaurant, I feel like the food might taste. Can I get an amen for that? Do you guys feel like if you're sitting in a really cool spot in a restaurant?
Amen. We got that.
If you do, it's true though. If you feel like you're sitting in like a good spot in the restaurant, the food all of a sudden tastes better. If you sit next to the bathroom, it tastes like
Also smells like shit. But oh wait, did I say that? Sorry guys, strike that.
Strike it.
Strike that.
Strike it.
But one thing I loved about the place too is that they really had great separation between the tables, and I'm assuming that's typical. It wasn't just adjusted for the weekend.
I don't know.
But we had a lot of space, which was really nice. You really felt like you had your own little space there, especially with our camera gear and everything. It was nice to have that extra space as well. But it was great. Really, really good. You did not feel crammed at all. Like sometimes you kind of go in there, it was some great views, plenty of space, and amazing service, right?
Yes.
So.
Amazing, amazing service. I mean, not once did we had to ask for a glass of water to be refilled or obviously, you're getting plenty of alcoholic beverages because you have 5 courses. So you're getting at least 5 drinks, in the course of a few hours. So you're good on that one. But they didn't hesitate to come by to make sure to see if you need anything else, and you're taking your time checking to make sure, so you're not obviously loading up. Because some restaurants, you know, if you order an appetizer and dinner, they bring it all at the same time.
No,
which
it wasn't that at all.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, they pace it really well, and they're very attentive too. They come out to what we're doing, ask if we need anything else, and all that kind of stuff. It's just a great staff there.
Yvonne says, "Amen. You had a great table location." Yvonne, yes, we did. It made everything taste like heaven. Okay.
Well said.
Thank you. But it was wonderful. I mean, I definitely felt we really did. I mean, I can't say it enough. The spot that we were sitting in was absolutely amazing. And thank you to all the staff. And we really did want to, we said thank you in the video as well. But like, once again, if any of the folks from Gordon Ramsay's team is watching this later on, thank you guys so much for making that experience amazing. Sorry we had to review some of the food the way we did, but you know what? We got to keep it real. So check out that video.
Yes. Thank you.
But yes, so this is really good. This actually is not bad, by the way.
Oh, no, it's good.
Not bad.
That's a good dish.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
You can't go wrong with HEB.
Oh, HEB does a great job with these things.
So let me ask you guys. This is also kind of a hangout, kind of Q&A.
And I think this was what, $2.70 as well. $2.70. No. A little different price point.
Go watch the video.
Yeah, right. No, right.
No, it was actually, I wanted to ask you guys, like, what are your plans this week on? I mean, obviously everybody's hunkering down. And you got any good movie choices that you guys have been thinking of watching? Any good books you're reading lately? Chime in. Do not be afraid. Even you newbies that might be a little bit afraid to kind of chime in here during the chat, go ahead and chime in the comment section below for sure. We'd appreciate that. We're taking all things into consideration. We're really mixing things up here when it comes to live. Dave actually thought it was a wonderful idea to kind of talk about our experience at Hell's Kitchen since we just released that video. And I warned you guys, if you're watching this video and you haven't eaten, you're going to be hungry. You are going to be hungry after this.
Absolutely.
I'm telling you, you're going to be hungry after this. Aren't you going to be hungry?
Yeah, no, I love the video because it kind of brings me back to a great meal, a great experience, great evening. So that's kind of fun about the videos too for us.
Oh yeah.
We have to kind of relive, these experiences, which is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. And we get to have dinner with you guys.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's awesome.
Have these nice snappy beans here.
It's wonderful to sit here and have dinner with you guys. Hey, which by the way, do you guys enjoy us having dinner during lives? Is it something cool? Because we kind of enjoy this. I feel like it's kind of sitting with friends and we're just kind of having dinner over conversation, kind of a get together, hanging out, talking about life, talking about experiences. If you guys enjoy this type of stuff, for sure, let us know for sure. We'll do more of these. I think it's fun. I think it's wonderful.
They talk about like social distancing, but it's really physical distancing. Like we're still kind of staying socially here together, which is nice.
Yeah.
Right? So that's one way to think about it. This helps us kind of bring us together.
Pouty says, heck yes. I want to watch the video. I want to watch the, 805 says, I want to watch the video, Hidden Jackpot. Oh, watch that video. What video is she talking about? Our video?
Absolutely.
Area at Niagara Falls, see what it's like, because nobody.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. That's cool. So
that would be cool.
We'd like to go film Niagara Falls. Yeah, we have a couple of folks, other vloggers, Andy, Tia and Andy. They actually are up in the kind of area, kind of telling us, they said one time before that we should actually check out Niagara Falls. It's probably a cool area to check out. That's definitely something we could do for sure. I mean, that's something we think about. Maybe we were, obviously some of you guys already know, we're kind of in talks of maybe doing like an RV through Texas to start and then maybe through Canada, things like that as well. And we could probably take a nice little detour.
Head over, and then head down to Buffalo. Do some.
Head to Buffalo.
Hang out in Buffalo.
I'm saying.
I think we're gonna stay out of New York City for the moment. We'll do that a little later.
Yeah.
Right.
Really sad.
Yeah, I know.
Really sad about that. But hopefully they all stay home and really practice social distancing.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For sure. Oh man. Okay. So let me just warm you guys up for this third. Now we're heading to the third course. And this third course, in my opinion, was probably one of the best dishes we've ever had. Oh. And it was amazing. The combination between what I'm about to show you Now, this is not for the
Hold on.
This is not for the weak stomach. This is for the ones that are on a diet, just salad eaters, because what I'm about to show you is truly heaven on a plate. And this is what it is. Boom. Oh my gosh. Check this out, everyone. So this was number 3 on the menu, and it was absolutely delicious.
I love
the lobster
dish.
risotto.
So good.
Unbelievable. I mean, look at that. And of course, it was topped. Those things on top, if you guys notice those are black truffles. And boy, did it certainly add like a really rich dynamic to that dish. And that was like the way they made the lobster tail, it was like a butter poached lobster tail. And of course, they put like the black truffles, and they put scattered around the sides, you see kind of falling on there, those golden crispy onions. And let me tell you, it was out of this world.
Oh, it was so
delicious with that risotto. I just feel like, you know, obviously it's portion control, but I felt like I could have just had a big plate of that.
Oh yeah, I can see us coming back for, you know, say lunch or something. Maybe sit at the bar, you know, have some of that, have some drinks. It'd be perfect.
Oh my
gosh.
gosh.
Amazing.
It'd be amazing.
So good.
It was so good.
Yeah.
And I really think having all of that combination together really made it, because the lobster tail, you got the rich buttery flavor of that lobster tail. You got like the crispy onions for a little bit of crunch in there. And of course the black truffles, which had a really nice kind of meaty texture to it.
It was so good.
It was so good.
So definitely, if you're going to Hell's Kitchen, you know, try that out. It's really, really worth it. Oh, definitely one of my, probably my favorite dish of the night.
Yeah,
Close. I mean, all was so good.
No, that was probably your favorite dish of the night.
Yeah.
I mean, we had.
You kind of knew it would. You saw that on the menu.
I think so. You know what? Actually, I'm not sure. There might have been that, or it might have been the Wellington. I'm not sure. Check out that video, y'all. Check it out. Check out that video. Check it out.
Wellington's pretty amazing. The famous Wellington.
Of course, but that was by far one of the best dishes I've had ever. I mean, I love lobster. Love lobster tail. Love risotto. This combination of how he made it with the butteriness of the lobster.
Yeah. And the risotto was so creamy. Creamy, fresh, you know. Didn't have that kind of pasty feeling. Some risotto can be kind of pasty. It was just perfect.
Yes.
So well done. And the flavors all blended together really well.
Really well. Now,
amazing.
Before we move on, can I get can I get some thumbs up and a oh yeah for this t-shirt here? Look at that. Star Wars in the house.
Star Wars.
Look at that. The Millennium Falcon. Can I get a little? Hey,
and of course, this guy too.
Hold on. Oh my gosh! And look at that. He just flipped.
Had this before.
He just flipped the script, y'all. He kind of made the combination. It's all about Star Wars, so it's all about the.
Oh, boogers!
Oh, boogers!
That's awesome. I love that. I'm just like, for me, I felt like I could have had like 10 of those lobster risotto dishes. I just felt like it wasn't enough. You know, and I think that's how you do it. If you portion control things out, almost like top-it-ish style.
Kind of leaves you wanting more.
Yeah, it leaves you wanting more. I always feel like if you have just enough, you want more. If you have too much, you regret it.
Right.
It kind of becomes too much, too rich. And maybe that's why it's portioned just perfectly, because of the fact that everything in that dish is rich and buttery and creamy.
And actually, Becky asked, what do truffles taste like?
Where is that at?
Oh, that was...
there she goes, Becky. Yeah. What do truffles taste like? So Becky, those truffles tasted like, it had like a meaty texture. So let me answer the question first quick. Oh, yeah, so it had like a meaty texture, right?
Yeah.
Don't you feel like the truffles had like this creaminess to it? But it's hard to dissect because we didn't try it by itself. We made sure we tried, because truffles, one thing, you can Google this, they're extremely expensive. Truffles can be really expensive, which is why getting the truffle, they shave them just right. It just adds so much dynamic to a lot of different dishes. In particular, this one, it hit it nail on. So it almost has like a meaty texture, almost like a gravy, like a meat gravy texture.
It adds kind of more of a depth to it.
Exactly.
Right. So
exactly.
Really good.
Exactly.
It was so perfect.
Yes.
Oh, Pouty says it tastes like the forest floor. That's in a good way.
In a good way.
Right?
The forest floor. I guess if you close your eyes and I'm licking dirt, maybe.
Exactly. It tastes like dirt. In a good way. We mean that it's amazing.
Yes. Yes. I just saw some ice cream sandwiches in the shape of shirt.
Of this one? Millennium Falcon?
So 805, I just saw some ice. Wow.
I should be at that Airbnb.
Yes.
See some of those.
That was crazy. That was a cool one, by the way. Like we stayed at this awesome Star Wars Airbnb, which kind of invoked like Star Wars theme central. And it had like the coolest thing. It was like a Millennium Falcon like
Is that like a
waffle
waffle maker?
maker.
Yeah, waffle maker.
Yeah, that and the Death Star.
Yeah.
It was really cool. I love that.
Yeah, that's cool.
You can't
You can
find
get one of those.
anywhere.
Yeah, try to see if I can find one.
You can't, hey, that's what
Right?
I'm saying. Gotta add
Yeah.
that to the collection.
I have one. It's in our luggage. no.
I knew your luggage was extra heavy.
No.
You brought one home. Where is
Yeah,
it?
right.
Where's that damn? Okay.
Where is it?
He's making Millennium Waffles tomorrow, y'all. Millennium Falcon
Exactly.
Waffles.
We're having breakfast.
Have it for
We're gonna have some
breakfast.
waffles. Have some waffles tomorrow.
So Yvonne says the only truffles she's had are the chocolate kind. I've had those too. Very different. Very
Oh, yeah, totally
different.
different.
Chocolate truffles to me, it's really, I love chocolate truffles. I feel that's like a dry chocolate. But here's the difference. Like I feel like if I have and I'm sometimes an impatient chocolate eater. Like sometimes I'll have chocolate and it's like, I'll just kind of like chomp it down, keep feeding but the other times, yes.
Patience. Let it
Yes.
melt in your mouth.
And you're good at that.
I like that.
You're good
all
at that.
the flavor
though.
comes out.
Exactly. And we actually, I've gotten more and more understanding about how the chocolatiers and chocolate masters handle things. Because when we were in Peru, we actually had a chocolate making, class and kind of learned how they test the different chocolates and feel the different chocolates and sense the different chocolates and all these different things. And I found if you take a chocolate truffle or any type of chocolate and you really just let it do its thing in your mouth, just kind of melt, there's so much depth of flavor in that. It's unreal.
Oh, yeah.
If you guys have experienced that before, sure, let me know because I know that's, for me, I might sound like a spiritual crazy person, but I feel like for me, it just changes everything. You can close your eyes and you can kind of start tasting all the different flavors in that chocolate, whether it's pepper laced or salt or orange rinds or truffles or whatever it is.
Yeah, that's so cool because in Peru, each region had a different type of chocolate they tended to focus on, right? So we try each one, try to guess what area it came from. That was a lot of fun. Yeah.
Woo. You notice I'm waiting for Dave.
There we go. Working on that. Here we go. What's up next? I'm ready for some. So we are on course. We went through 3 courses now.
Wait, Google the Hobbit B&B here in Virginia.
Oh, wow.
It's amazing. The Hobbit B&B.
Wow. Lord of the Rings.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Unbelievable. Is that like a little hole? Kind of like, the hobbits lived kind of under the ground.
Would he fit?
The little round one.
Would Dave fit in a Hobbit
Kind of
home?
walk through. I thought those were all New Zealand where they filmed the movies. How about up in Virginia too, I guess?
That is awesome. We were actually thinking of trying to open our mind's eye to some cool tiny homes. We started one with our Austin series, and we're working on that video, so stay tuned for that one. Our first tiny home experience, which is really cool. But all throughout different parts, we kind of Google things like this. There's like really cool like tree houses, all in the form of like tiny homes. We love to experience with some of those for sure. Really cool. I love the ideas of how creative some of these folks are with building these things.
Oh, they're amazing.
Just, they're so
really cool.
Cool. I mean, it's like you really are like a kid in a candy store. But I'm definitely going to Google that. I'll Google that Hobbit home for sure. I'd love to kind of see
really
like
cool.
that.
I'd like that.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, when I grew up, I was a big Lord of the Rings fan, so I'd love to kind of check out some Hobbit spots.
Oh, yeah.
So actually, so Hidden asked us, have we had bone marrow? And of course, we
have you had bone marrow?
Of course, we had some in our Bacchanal video.
Sorry if it was random. Oh, actually, you know what? Dave is right. We had some in Bacchanal at Caesar's. It was delicious.
Yeah.
It was absolutely delicious. And it's not random. By all means, we encourage you guys, if you have questions, this is also a hangout and Q&A. So we're not just going to stick to the Gordon Ramsay's Hells Kitchen as well. We're going to kind of invite that, but it's also conversation, just hanging out. So if you guys have questions, by all means, go ahead and ask for sure. And I tried it first, and not really knowing that you should probably have it with a cracker, I just kind of dug out the marrow and ate it right straight. And it was really fatty, really salty, really strong. But then Dave goes ahead and he like scoops out some and puts it on a cracker, and I'm like, duh, hello, that probably makes the most sense. And the flavor changed. It was so good. Did you enjoy that?
Oh, no, it was really good. Actually, Yvonne says you should try it on a corn tortilla. And I don't know if those were corn tortillas that we had it on, or whether those were.
No, they were more like a cracker.
Yeah, more like a cracker, kind of mild cracker.
That's a good idea, Yvonne.
Yeah.
You know what, Texas girl, we come out that direction. You're gonna have some bone marrow and corn tortillas for us.
Ole.
Sounds good.
Ole.
We're ready. We're coming.
Ole.
And Trisha's like, yes, thumbs up to that deliciousness.
Yeah.
So Trisha, you've had bone marrow as well too, see? We were sleeping, we were tardy to the party on this.
Yeah.
But I'm glad now we're all on the same page because it was dang delicious. Dang delicious. I can't wait to try it. Oh, you would absolutely love it. I can't believe you haven't tried it. You of all people hitting jackpot. I mean, you know Vegas like, oh,
And my goodness gracious.
my goodness gracious, man, get on that bone marrow. Get on it. If you are new here, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate that. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. It does go a long, long way, and we do appreciate the support for sure. Let's move this right along. So, stepping up is the main.
Oh,
the main course.
Here we go.
And this is kind of what he's known for. As a matter of fact, I believe Gordon Ramsay has a masterclass he's now starting online. So if you want something to do, there's all those master classes from all these different like celebs and folks, professionals. If you want to learn something, you can learn from them online for a fee, I'm sure. But he has he's really known for this guy's here, the beef Wellington. And my goodness, would you look at that? I mean, look at that. That looks heavenly. You got the deliciousness of that beef right there. That David, why don't you?
Oh yeah,
take over?
no, it was amazing. The the potato was so creamy and nice. It had the carrots in there and the roasted onions. Just really amazing. Everything really blended together nicely too. And I try to recall. I think that was a nice balsamic demi-glaze there.
Yes.
But it was so good.
Exactly.
It was so good. And,
like
and that little kind of, there was like a mushroom layer, right, between the beef Wellington and kind of
and
the outside.
prosciutto.
Yeah, exactly.
Like prosciutto, a little thin prosciutto.
It was so good.
Of course it has, you can see that little piece that's sticking on top of that. That's the foie gras. And it was really nice to kind of, which is like a duck pate. Really nice, of course, the perfectly diced with the salt pellets that you can see on top of that for sure. It was amazing, and it was cooked to perfection. And what was nice, it was paired with like a Napa Valley kind of Cabernet Sauvignon, which of course, when you had red meat, it's nice to have the red wines. It always brings like a nice dynamic of flavor if you pair it with the right wine, for sure. But man, let me tell you, it was amazing. Now, interestingly enough, they didn't even ask us how we wanted that prepared.
Yeah.
They just kind of brought it out.
It's prepared one way. It's prepared the right way.
Exactly.
It's prepared the perfect way.
His way.
Like, no, you don't change that.
You don't change that. Because usually for me, any type of red meat, I usually like a little bit more on the well done side, so I don't really see too much of the red. That's just me. Per se, I know some folks, and I know folks that will say when they order their steak, they're like, it's better be moving. I'm like, ugh.
Exactly. Barely dead.
Barely dead. Still want to move it. I'm like, ugh. But it was so amazing, and I can understand why he doesn't really ask that. It's just one way, and you kind of enjoy that prefix. And what's nice about doing something like this, the prefix, it takes the pressure off of really ordering. All you're really doing is enjoying each dish that's coming out, and just really absorbing that to its max.
Right, and with the wine too, it just goes perfectly together. Right, so it was really nice. Really an amazing experience.
Oh my gosh!
Right, but I will say on this one, I was starting to fill up. Right, and so about halfway through the beef Wellington, it was definitely starting to fill me up, but it was it's absolutely an amazing dish. I can see why he gets so much accolades for it. Mm-hmm. So, very good.
Have you guys had beef Wellington before? What's your experience with that? Do you like beef Wellington? Are you a filet mignon type of person? What's your cup of tea when it comes to that? Because for me, it was a lot. It was my first time actually our first time. I mean, you actually had it back in school, but it wasn't this type of. But
it was like cafeteria style. that was not beef Wellington, It
was beef made by a man named Wellington.
Exactly.
That's it. That's as close as you got.
Exactly.
That's it.
And it was damn not good.
It was damn
not good. Not good. Right.
That's right. Oh my gosh. Tanya, the best tiny homes are so. Dennis says, hello, Dennis.
Hey,
hello, first
back,
and foremost.
Dennis.
Welcome back, Dennis. Thank you so much for joining us. Says the best tiny homes are the schoolies.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. You know what? You're right. And I also think, speaking to that, the tiny homes that are made from those transport crates. What do you call those things?
Containers?
Containers.
Oh yeah.
They make some really cool tiny homes with those containers. I have seen some online, like Pinterest and everything else. There's some really, really cool ones. I mean, I can see us at some point in time when we're done with the full-time travel, finding a really cool remote spot with a tiny house.
Oh yeah.
And just
once I can do a better job cleaning, I gotta clean them after myself.
Yeah, well.
But after that, gotta make sure everything's kind of in its place.
Because you know what happens in a tiny house, if you take this napkin and you put it down, the house is messy. You gotta clean.
Right?
There's no place to hide it. You gotta really.
And I need those places to hide things. Right? So.
You're a good job. You do a great job.
Oh, well, thank you so much.
You do.
That's really nice.
You really do. I never had beef Wellington like pink too. So Becky likes it pink too. So Becky says she likes the meat. I'm talking about beef Wellington. She probably likes a little pink on the inside too.
Right.
A lot of folks do. Don't get me wrong. There's definitely a thing. A lot of folks that like pink. I think they think it has more flavor, but it's always perception. You know, it's kind of what you like. If that's what you like more on the pink side. It's all mental as well too. It's kind of like having sushi. You might not like the feeling or texture in your mouth, which kind of turns you away from it. You might not like the way the salmon looks if it's not cooked, or the white fish, or whatever it might be. You might not like the prawns with like, hey!
Uh-oh. Hey, stop it.
That's a little kitty cat over there trying to go, meow.
Yes.
So it's really, really interesting. You know, it's all kind of perception as well. I love the tiny homes.
And actually, Yvonne says that apparently the beef Wellington for lunch is half the portion size of the dinner, which would be good for us.
Yes.
That would be actually perfect.
That would be perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, or just splitting one dish and
we could do that too.
and split.
Yeah, that works too.
But you know what? That. You have no choice when it comes to the prefix, so you better eat it all. And one thing we try never to do, and we really, really try never to do, is leave our plates with something on it. We are constantly the no wasters. We try to eat everything that goes on that plate. We do our best to eat everything on that plate. Sometimes, especially at like buffets, you know, there's like a buffet etiquette. You know, you really have to kind of hone in. You can eat as much as you want. And I feel like some folks will kind of say, I'm piling up everything on this plate right now because the eyes are bigger than the stomach, you know, initially for that kickoff. But it's all about pace versus waste. So remember that. Pace versus waste, because I feel like, you know, there is no need to waste all of that food because you are, you know, in my opinion, being greedy because you don't want to walk up there second or whatever. You don't want to wait in line. If it's portion controlled, boom. There's always more for seconds, third, fourth, and fifth. You can get up there and do that, but it's better to not waste.
And certainly if you can't finish, you're at a restaurant, we'll just take it home.
Oh, heck yeah.
Right.
Oh, heck yeah.
Like for example, at Franklin Barbecue, we got a lot of brisket. We got a lot of sausage, all that stuff.
We ordered, okay, between the two of us, y'all, we ordered from Franklin's Barbecue, I think it was like several pounds of meat.
Yeah.
I mean, several pounds.
But we had some great lunch. The rest of that week, we had a lot of greasy lunch.
A lot of brisket for lunch every day.
Yes, it was good though.
Brisket sandwiches, brisket salad, brisket pulled pork, brisket. It was like brisket central.
And the brisket
tacos, brisket everything.
A Forrest Gump moment. Shrimp in business.
Shrimp gumbo, shrimp kebab, shrimp patini, shrimp salad, shrimp potatoes. Shrimp. And hey, Forrest, why, Forrest, why? And that's all I have to say about that.
All right. Yeah, Dennis says medium rare or go home.
Oh, see, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Okay, then you know what? I'm going home because I like medium well. That's my thing, is medium well.
Yeah, if you're having like a ribeye or something.
Ribeye, exactly.
Like a little more
cooked. Exactly, because it's also the bone. Sometimes you have like, these steaks might have the bones with them as well, which is nice, and things that usually by the bone are more tender. And whenever I ask for, to be honest, whenever I ask for something medium well, it usually comes out medium rare. You know what I mean? And or medium. If I say medium, it comes out medium rare. If I say medium well, it comes out medium. So Dennis, I'm meeting you in the middle. So I'll meet you right in the middle.
Yeah, I like it cooked medium as well. I just think there's more flavor. I find more flavor in it when it's cooked a little bit more.
Right.
So long as the cut of steak is a really nice cut, so you have plenty of fat in there for the juiciness, it's fine to cook a little bit longer.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Yvonne, it's so funny. Buffets used to have signs: take all you want, but eat all you take. And you know what, Yvonne?
Yeah.
You know what?
Nice job.
Amen to that. Because it's the truth. You wanna eat everything on your plate. And I always say, think about those folks that don't get the food are starving out there.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine what they could do with those leftovers. You know what I mean? So eat what you can eat and don't waste. That's it. Yum, yum, give me some. Moving on. So that was definitely a highlight. And Dave was right. We were so stuffed by this point.
Oh, man.
And we're sitting there thinking, of course, 4 cocktails later, and we're still holding it together. And you'll see that in the video. You'll see what we can walk the line.
We were fine.
We can walk the line.
Oh, yeah.
We're not driving, so we're good to go. But, obviously when you're having cocktails and eating food at the same time, it absorbs a lot of that alcohol, in my opinion anyway. You're doing a great job. Look at that.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Oh my gosh, let me
Need
see
some
where
more
we're
water.
at.
Need some more water.
Wow, we're almost at 50. Whoa, give me some.
Cheers.
Cheers. Good
All
job
right.
on that, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I guess to finalize this delicious meal, obviously what everyone has to have room for is the desserts. But before we get to that, we were so stuffed. I'm going to say this again. We actually thought we were done. How the heck are we going to have dessert? And then we thought about it. We have to have dessert because we paid a hell of a lot of money for that food. So we're going to have that dessert.
And we're like, oh, maybe dessert will be light. It's going to be a light dessert, right?
Right, because you had the beef, all this
Yeah.
big, everything was like nice in portion size until you got the beef Wellington, which was like these 2 big old chunks of like meat saying, eat me, eat me. And then when you're
Right.
kind of done with that, it's like, you're thinking maybe a nice light dessert that's getting ready to be enticing and enjoyable. But no, check this out. And Yvonne, you mentioned this earlier because you must have had it.
Yes.
Chime in on this one, y'all. Chime in. How
There we go.
does that look?
Man.
Oh my gosh. I mean, look at that. All right. First of all, can we get a moment of silence? Can we get a moment of
That's what
silence?
a cheer. Can we cheer that?
Oh, wait, you know what? You're absolutely right.
That's what a cheer.
That deserves a big cheer. That is dessert. Gordon. Oh, Gordon. Oh, my gosh. That is heaven right there.
Man,
Heaven.
we could have that right
Look
now.
at that. That is like amazing. So
I want to have that right now. Can we
I
have that
know.
right
Can we have that? That's
Yeah.
what he calls this, the sticky toffee pudding. That is called sticky toffee pudding with a nice, look at the glaze around that. And the ice cream, which we've never had before,
Oh, yeah, what's
it's
it?
called a speculoos.
Yeah, speculoos.
A
Yeah.
speculoos ice cream. And of course, he paired that with like a 10-year-old, it's like a broadbent Ramsay, which is a really nice sort of wine in itself, really sweet. And I believe that wine is native to Portugal. So really nice sweet wine to kind of really go with this delicious dessert. But look at that. Now, when we got it, it didn't sit this pretty. Let me tell you, the ice cream on top of that did not look like that within 5 minutes. Let me tell you, it was kind of
Well, it starts to melt, right, a little bit.
very
yeah.
quickly because I was hot. I was hot to eat that. I was burning up.
No, it's so
I
good.
was-
Oh my God.
I was breathing so heavy on that. I was like,
Yeah.
the ice cream melted. It was like so hot.
But it was still good though. It was amazing. You still had that nice coolness of the ice cream with the kind of the warm pudding below, which was so good.
It was amazing.
That dish was incredible. Now we were incredibly stuffed, right? So if we had had that half portion before, probably would have been perfect.
Enjoyed it a little bit better.
Right?
You're absolutely right about
But I
that.
felt like I was just stuffing it in, but
But
damn,
it's
the
amazing.
flavor
Like,
was so
can
good.
you imagine? Like, what happens is that nice juice on the bottom is being soaked up by the actual cake that's there.
That's cool.
And
yeah,
it just
so
it
good.
really kind of brought it on home with that wine. That oh my gosh, it's kind of a sweet and strong at the same time. It really kind of honed in the experience for sure. And I always say this, sometimes you get what you pay for. In this case, you really do get what you pay for. Now, I don't want to spoil the surprise because obviously you guys join us. If you guys haven't seen the video yet, go check that out. For sure, we really do appreciate that. But oh my gosh,
Yeah, so
is it
good.
delicious? So good, so good. So Dennis actually says barbecue brisket is a test of barbecue skills.
Yes.
Also, baby back ribs and baked beans as our test of barbecue skills.
Nice.
You are so right, Dennis. Let me tell you about something in our experience being here in Texas for sure when it comes to barbecue. Over the course of us really diving into like the barbecue scene and really getting familiar with like the ins and outs of barbecue, the one thing I do know is you should be able to have brisket, you should be able to have ribs and all those different tasty meats without any type of topping whatsoever to try and enhance that flavor.
Exactly. No topping, no sauce, and no teeth.
And no
You
teeth.
don't need no teeth.
You don't need no teeth, eat my meat. That's an actual true saying. I think we showed you guys this on one of the lives like earlier on, maybe a couple weeks ago. Actually, definitely one of our videos. There's a barbecue guy out here in Austin where that's his slogan. You don't need no teeth to eat my meat. And he has no teeth because real brisket, real beef ribs just falls off that bone. I mean, it falls off that it's so good.
And there's nothing like, I feel like there's nothing like Texas brisket.
No. Texas
brisket's amazing. It's just so good.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. When I think of Texas brisket, I feel like.
There we go.
That's how I feel when I hear like Texas brisket, just because that southern kind of twang and ready to take it home.
Yeah.
But then you know what? After about a week of brisket and burping brisket and tasting brisket, I'm done for a month.
Yes, exactly.
But that's a real true test to barbecue for sure. And Yvonne says, I love the sauce. Oh, Denise says sticky pudding.
Yes.
Yes, sticky pudding.
Amazing.
Amazing. That was sticky pudding. That was absolutely amazing. That was insanely delicious. Now, Yvonne says, I love sauce, but you know it's good when you don't need it. Yvonne, you're absolutely right. We completely agree. I mean, if you have to have sauce on barbecue, that's just an added bonus. That might just because you had enough of it by itself, you're ready to kind of change the dynamic, change your palate a little bit.
Maybe you want to add some spice to it or something like that, right? So, yeah, no, it's true. Like, when we have, for example, Franklin brisket, we just kind of, I just kind of put a little bit of white bread, roll it up, you know, just straight ahead and just go. It's awesome.
Talk about that white bread. I mean, places we go sometimes they don't even have it. They make fun of it.
I know. What's that? You know, have white bread with that? But I think it's a nice counter to the, you know, the real kind of salty goodness of the brisket. You know, the incredible like savory flavor. That nice little white bread helps.
Those burnt ends.
That. Oh, the burnt ends.
Burnt ends.
Yeah,
really rich in flavor. The burnt ends, super salty, great in flavor. But if you have too much of it, just like anything else, it's really rich. It's overpowering. The salt becomes super salty. Your mouth gets like to the point where it's kind of done with that texture and flavor and you really can enjoy it. But having a slice of white bread is heaven because it really does soak up whatever's in there to allow you to experience something else.
I agree. I think it's great. And actually, Dennis says, going back to the speculoos ice cream, apparently it's a Dutch cookie.
Ooh.
Right, so our nieces and nephews would know that. Right, they're half Dutch, and I'm sure they would probably tell us all about speculoos ice cream and the cookie. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Interesting. I didn't realize that. Thank you for that.
Thank you. Great insight for sure. You a smart cookie. Love that. Smart cookie. Dutch cookie.
Well said.
Thank you. But it really was absolutely phenomenal. You know, walking in from the experience, and you can definitely see he's a perfectionist. If you guys know anything about Gordon Ramsay, Hell's Kitchen, that TV show, he really, obviously, the show has a name of its own. So to take that name and bring it to Las Vegas, he probably has to have that same formula of strict discipline.
Oh, yeah.
And it was interesting because we actually did a video. We went to Joël Robuchon at MGM, and it's a French cuisine restaurant, a really 3-star Michelin restaurant. Phenomenal. We actually had a private tour by one of the sous chefs there. It was wonderful. And Jonathan gave us like this wonderful tour of the kitchen and everything else, and the experience of who all comes there. He even told us some secrets that we can't share with you guys because, you know, we told him we wouldn't. But all good. But it was wonderful. And we also learned that Gordon Ramsay actually was trained also by Joël Robuchon. And what was funny with that is Joël said that Gordon Ramsay was a real pain in the ass. And he was really hard on Gordon Ramsay. And he even made Gordon Ramsay cry.
That's the story.
That's the story.
Right?
So I can't believe that.
Let us know, Gordon.
Let us know, Gordon, if that's true. Let us know. But you know what? The one thing I will say, though, is if a teacher is that hard on you and he's still sticking it out with you, is because he sees a lot of potential in you.
Right.
So with that being said, what did you say it?
It's all about tough love.
Tough
love.
Air kiss. Mwah.
Wow.
Tough love, absolutely tough love. So,
and actually, Yvonne had a pretty good insight here in terms of the ice cream. Reminded her of cinnamon. Hey, what's a little bit of cinnamon? A little cinnamonness to it. Yeah, for sure.
I said that. I was like, it has like a little taste, little twinge, has some cinnamon flavor in that, which is probably right. I mean, it kind of, you think about that. If you're having like toffee, sometimes a nice little twist of toffee is cinnamon. And so maybe that speculoos ice cream was that nice dynamic, having a great texture of that. But absolutely right, Yvonne. I totally felt that as well. I even said that. I was like, I think it has like a cinnamon vibe to it. Bingo.
Nice
Nailed
job.
it.
Oh, wow.
So she says, Gordon Ramsay and I have the same birthday. It's that Scorpio thing. Yes, you do. Well, you know what? Dave and I, we have the exact same birthday. It's that Gemini thing.
Exactly.
Just saying. Just saying.
Just saying. Coming at you. Right back at you.
We get bored easy.
Yeah. Bye, Hidden Jackpots. He has to leave.
Hidden Jackpots, thank you so much.
Night.
Good night. Thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate that. As a matter of fact, everyone, thank you so much for joining us. We do appreciate that. We have now hit that hour mark. We appreciate everyone that has joined us thus far, giving this video a thumbs up. It does go a long way. Commenting. Go ahead. We did post that new video.
Yes.
Wow, we had such a fantastic time with Gordon Ramsay, giving that a review in thorough detail, and we hope you guys check that out for
please
sure.
Check it out and comment too.
Comment,
as well. Love to hear your
leave,
thoughts.
share it if you like. If you have Instagram, you guys can follow us there. Just to let you know that we do post videos on a weekly basis. We're probably going to have another video coming out Sunday for our next episode of Say What Austin. So stay tuned for that. We're coming live with you again tomorrow, so we hope you guys can join us tomorrow. We'll come out with you with a new topic. And if you guys want us to talk about some cool topics, you got something in mind you want us to talk about, let us know. Put it in the comment section after this live stream. If you can't seem to chime in after the live in the chat section, put it in the comments below because we will take that into consideration. We're having so much fun hanging out with you guys. We want to keep it going for sure. So we are going to have the rest of our cold ass dinner.
Yeah, we got a microwave for this.
It's more like borscht, like borscht soup, nice and cold right about now.
Very nice.
So 8:05. Thank you again, everyone. We want to give you guys a round of applause for being a part of this.
Guys.
Thank you. Yes.
Very nice. It's very nice of you. Thank
you. Thank you. And as always, we look forward to seeing you
on the road.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.